I'm here with Detective George from the Intel Division of the NYPD, where he just won the Detective of the Year award for the Indian Officer Society. How's that feel?
It feels good. Feels like an accomplishment and a little humble too, because I know there's a lot of hardworking detectives. So there's plenty of people that deserve awards, and I appreciate the recognition tonight.
No, it's fantastic. Fantastic job. And so I want to ask, on the job, in uniform, what is your absolute proudest moment? After 25 years, right?
After 25 years, my most memorable moments is when I worked in the Detective Bureau. And in the Detective Bureau as a detective, I caught a case. It was a kid, graduated Columbia College, came to reunite with a bunch of his college buddies. They went out for a couple of drinks for the night, and then they're outside, and a person approached them, asked for a cigarette. They didn't have any cigarettes, and they started to make fun out of them. The words are exchanged, and a fight almost ensues. And my victim at the time tried to break up the fight, which always kind of happens. The guy that's breaking up the fight, he gets sucker punched from the side. Never saw it coming. Knocked out on his feet, hit his head in the concrete, and ended up being a comatose. He had to learn how to read again, write again, walk again, everything that moved the portion of his skull. It was a whole thing. The family flew into San Diego and cried in the interview room. And the father, the mother, the sister, everybody. And I still remember his name to this day. But it took me 3 months because it was like one of those things. It was like it's technically an assault, but like it was so many things happen in Manhattan all the time. But you meet the family and you see what they're going through. And it was an accomplished kid. And it took me 3 months. Finally, one by one, I finally got to the kid that actually did it.
Oh, wow.
And got him, put the warrant out, finally got him. And the kid has a long history of like violent acts and stuff like that in the past. And he recovered fully, testified in court. Also, my canvassing for video and all this stuff, I met the bouncer that night because there were no cameras. There weren't as many cameras back then as they are now. I met the bouncer that was there that night, and he testified for me.
Oh, wow.
And it was huge. It was huge. I had all the evidence, but I needed someone to put the person there. And that bouncer, I somehow convinced him to come, and he came out of his own will. And it was amazing because that finally closed the case. I saw the kid months after, recovered, and he actually works for a prosthetic company now.
Wow.
That does, because they put a prosthetic.
Came full circle.
Yeah, and then he does prosthetics and special implants and stuff like that for people like veterans and stuff like that. So it's
Fantastic.
It's amazing. It really is. So that's like something like that I did. No one heard about it
Right.
or anything, but it's like I had an direct effect.
Feel proud.
Yeah, the direct effect.
100%.
Yeah, so that's what was nuts.
Thanks so much for your story.
Yeah.
Thanks for your service. Thanks for your time. And congratulations.